Viewers to Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage channel. Today I hope to do some justice to today's casting, which is a Tomica Toyota HIACE Commuter ambulance. As you watch this casting go around the turntable, I would like to thank the friends of the channel for subscribing and sharing. If you're a first-time viewer, I hope you stay and subscribe. This channel is geared to the hobbyist, and if I can do it, so can you. What I do is not always perfect, but at least I'm giving it a go. So, now, let's take a closer look at today's offering. Welcome viewers to Gravesend Australia Diecast Salvage channel. Today I hope to do some justice to today's casting, which is a Tomica Toyota HIACE Commuter ambulance. As you watch this casting go around the turntable, I would like to thank the friends of the channel for subscribing and sharing. If you're a first-time viewer, I hope you stay and subscribe. This channel is geared to the hobbyist, and if I can do it, so can you. What I do is not always perfect, but at least I'm giving it a go. So, now, let's take a closer look at today's offering. Alright, for disassembly, has one post up the back, which I've taken the burr tool of my rotary tool, taken the head off so that we can pull the base out. The front of the base is held in by the headlights, and it has suspension like the matchbox of the era. So we can put that to one side. The interior should come out next. It falls out, and we might have to look for a steering wheel because that one is melted off. There's the stretcher part in the back. Seats on the front. We'll see if we can find a steering wheel for it. I might be able to print one if I get my printer up and running, which then leaves us our screen. As you can see, it's been hacked. Like I said, I cut the melted plastic away. So we need to sleeve in a new screen on the front. I may cut these sides down so that we have a open window look, as to try and, instead of trying to make the screen go all the way to the front. We'll see. And that leaves us in our casting. The rear door, if I can get the light in the right way, is crimped. I'll get my pointing tool. It is crimped, so I'm not even going to try and take it apart to take the rear hatch out, so that can stay in place. What I may do is give them a bit more of a squeeze so that we can keep the tailgate open as opposed to letting it flop. So we've got the flopsies. You know, when you get old blokes, That's what happens to you. Anyway, that's the casting. This is the beacon unit. The other part would be there, but as you can see, it's broken. So we'll still put it in the spare parts bin because we might be able to use it on something else. So that's that one apart. You don't need to see how we're going to take those three apart. I'll do that off camera. The next time you should see these is at the stripper venue. So, hope to see you there. So with the help of a grinding drum or sanding drum, if you like, for the rotary tool, we've taken the front beacon and the rear beacon lights of these two. So now we need to fill up the holes with that. I'm going to leave these on here on this one. I will fill up the hole and go from there. And I've already changed the beacon over on that one. So those are just about good to go. So they've got the stickers on both sides. So I will put them out of harm's way shortly. And I'll see you shortly after I've filled up the holes. See you then. Okay, we have filled up our holes. Fold those down. So next stage is primer and paint. So we'll get the primer on first. We may have to do some more filing, but we'll see after we've done the priming. Catch you in a moment. Okay, I've used some of this spray putty from Septone, and it fills in the holes nicely. Might have to do a little bit more work on the front, but that's the whole idea of it. We filled in the holes nicely on that one, and nicely on that one. So the next time you'll see these three, they will be in colour. So see you shortly. Bye. This is just a reminder as to what I started with at the beginning of this episode. And here we are. Now, here we are with our Tomica or Tomica Toyota HIACE Commuter vans. So, what have we done with them? Well, let's start off with the originals, which are just about to come into your screen, the ones which are still the ambulance versions, which still have these stickers. All I've done, this is the original one, untouched. This is the one where we changed the beacon to a good set. This was restored by somebody else, so I've left it alone. That's good enough. And now comes the ones that came with Fumble Fingers and me. So, what have we done with them? Quite obvious. We'll start off with the white one that's behind the blue one. We've pulled it apart. We've removed the beacon of it. We've filled in the holes. We've repainted it. We've given it a touch on the air conditioning for the ducts on the front. We've detailed the indicators on the front and on the back, including the tail lights. We've polished up the base, cleaned up the glass. We go on to our green and our pale blue ones. Again, we've stripped them. We've repainted them. We have shaved off the beacon holders, as you can see. We've filled in the holes, repainted them. We've polished the screens on the green one and the side screens on the blue one. We've detailed the indicators on the front and rear and tail lights. The green and blue one, I've blacked out the grills and the bumpers, which gives it a different type of look for when they come around. And with the blue one, we've made a new screen using one of my favourite items, which was the there it is there, which was the clear resin, the clear UV resin that you stick under the nail, the blue light, and it has cured. It's taken me a while because this project has been going on for the past 12 months. Yeah, because I've been here for 12 months. So that's how long it's taken me to do all of this in total, even though at the beginning of the show I've said Happy New Year. Well, because I knew it was going to take so long. The hardest part of the whole project was making that front screen and making it fit properly without getting fumble fingers, fingerprints all over it. But I'm happy with it. Another thing that I'll point out is that the blue that you see there, that is still only the spray putty that I use to fill in the holes, and that usually finishes in a matte colour. We have put it in with our self-polishing floor polish, which is giving it a nice shine. So I'm thinking about using that on when I do acrylics, because the clear coats that I have are for enamel paints, and every time I use it on acrylics, we have problems. But this is an alternative. Use the floor polish like we use it for our windscreens, our window units in here. Again, Happy New Year. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, why not? First time visitor, I hope you come back again. Happy New Year, and we'll catch you next time at Gravesend, Australia, Diecast Salvage.